To look at, there's just so many of them.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your girl Enya Phoenix. Welcome to Parlor Talk, the conversation behind the hair. Haha!
2 weeks in a row.
Yes! Hey guys, I'm Dee Dominguez. Welcome to Parlor Talk. We have a great show for you guys today.
What's up, y'all? Shhmoney.
Today we have my friend, Melissa. I will let you introduce yourself. First, last name, what you go by, what you do, all that good stuff.
What's up? My name is Melissa Graciela. Everybody just calls me Melly or Melissa. So yeah. What's up?
As you guys know, we like to bring. I kept thinking about what I was gonna say earlier because I was like, no, because I always say women, and even though Parlor Talk was created by women, but it's not just for women because we have male guests too.
Definitely.
So
yes.
What I wanted to say was we are.
And I'm here.
Yes, sir. Our producer is a man. All right. I just love the fact that we're creating a space for local businesses to come promote and just have regular conversations. So, what is it that you do? What is your business? We're gonna get right into it.
Okay, so I own the Beauty Botanica. And what I do is I sell sea moss. It's 100% real sea moss from Jamaica. I also make natural face washes, elderberry. I make a honey salve. And that's pretty much it.
How did you get into that?
I got into it a really long time ago. It started when I had my first daughter. I remember when I started taking her to the doctors and stuff like that, I had a lot of questions about her health, and the way they answered me, their answers, a lot of them couldn't even answer me. It just didn't really make sense. So I just started doing a lot of research, and I just started to get into a lot of more natural, holistic alternatives, rather versus in like Western medicine. So that's really where it started, honestly. And then my mom became like super plant-based, and then she got real crazy with it. So then that took me to the next level because we're like twins. So that's, yeah. So, yeah.
So what exactly is sea moss?
I was just about that.
I was about to ask that too, because there's honestly, I've been seeing more and more of it. Yes. I watch Shark Tank. I'm really big into entrepreneurship. That's how I know how to do percentages and a whole bunch of things. And there was actually a gentleman on there that created his own sea moss, and it looked like jelly, and he had different flavors from pomegranate to passion fruit and grape seed. It was a whole bunch of different things, and they talked about it as applesauce.
Yes.
I am not gonna lie though, I tried one that my brother had, and the texture consistency was really different. Different.
Yes. So sea moss is like, okay, so you guys know when you go to the beach and you feel like all that literally like moss, that's literally what sea moss is. So but it comes from certain parts of Jamaica, and so when and you have to get it like natural, like real, because the salt content in it, the iodine, it's very, very high, and especially if it's, obviously natural, like real. So it's sorry, I'm like, oh.
You're good.
Not me being nervous.
You're good.
So when it comes from Jamaica, it comes raw, and it's like dry. The moss, like it's literally just like from the beach. It's like really weird. So I let it soak for 24 hours. I rinse it in between, and then with a lot of key limes or a lot of lemons, and then I blend it. And it literally it's like a jelly. It's like a jelly consistency. So once you put it in the fridge, it becomes like a little more thicker.
Grainier.
Yes. And I personally tell everybody all the time, I do not intake it raw, and I sell it. And I've been selling it for 5 years. And I tell everybody, I put it in my smoothie. I put it in everything that does not contain dairy. Okay. So like smoothies, tea, oatmeal, salad dressings, like there's like some of my clients that put in their rice, and I'm like, you guys are just a lot. I'm like, what?
So what are the benefits for sea moss?
Everything. It's very, very high in iodine, so it's good it uplifts moods. It's good in it has a lot of magnesium, manganese, phosphorus. It's good for your thyroid, hormone balances, your gut health, like literally everything.
So I know you told me one time sea moss, it has like 92% to
yes, sea moss. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, yeah, because I wasn't sure what I was gonna say, but you know,
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
She's like, I was almost there.
So the body contains. Everybody says it's like, some people say it's 110, some say it's 112. Sea moss contains 92 of those 110 to 112 nutrients that the body needs.
Oh snap!
So yeah.
Dope. Yeah. Well, I don't know enough of that. I really need some in my life.
Yeah.
And
so it's good. It's good for hair. When I had my second daughter, I literally had like a little bald spot up here, and I would just take the sea moss and literally like rub it on my bald spot, and I would just take it all the time. And like, it helped my hair grow. I'm not gonna lie. It helped my skin.
What is your price point for the sea moss and what you sell?
So it's 16 ounces for $35.
And how long does that usually last?
I take it. It's supposed to last 3 weeks, but it depends on how much you take it.
So when I will get it from her, I will put it on a ice cube tray and freeze it, and it lasts longer. And then you can use that in your smoothies because it's frozen.
Yeah,
that's smart. Yeah. Look at you.
So now that you say that, I was also thinking about putting it in like sofrito.
Yeah,
because it's too. It's frozen freeze it, and Spanish people, we always put the sofrito in the ice cube tray and just pop it. Yeah.
That's smart. That's how I didn't even think about that. I'm gonna have to try it. I'm gonna have to try it.
You can put sea moss. You can put sea moss on anything.
Literally.
I know. I've been seeing the TikTok videos about it, and I'm like,
I've seen it way more often, but I do see that people are selling like fake ones too. Just like anything, you can always get. They're super organic, where they're gonna spend the money with the shipping, take their time, and make it with love. Because I take a lot of things with energy too. Like there's a lot of people with products out here that do sell certain things, and there's certain people I won't purchase from, and some people I will, and it might be identical to what the next person's selling it. But I feel like if they love what they do, it's definitely going to progress into if you're a hairstylist, into your products, anything, it's definitely going to show in anything you sell. So I'm really big on that too.
Well, one thing about Melissa is ever since I've met her, she's been the same. Like her
I can say that about her too.
Her kids drink the sea moss, and like she records them, and they think they're elder.
That you do it with your kids.
And it's like if she is the first one to consume her own product, and she gives it to her kids. So to me, that shows me that I can trust her product, because she wouldn't give her daughters anything that was not, good. Yeah. So, and I be telling her, I kind of low key want her mom to adopt me. Have you ever seen her videos with her mom?
No, I haven't. I haven't watched it with your two girls, and I think it's so cute that y'all do like affirmations in the morning and just how you have the mindset of your children. How old are they? Because they probably don't know.
So my oldest daughter, Ellie, she is 10. She's about to be 11. She thinks she's like 25. It's disgusting. I hate it here. And my youngest, that's another one. She also thinks she's a teenager. She is gonna be 5 in October.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she's a mini me, and that's scary.
What is like your background, like your ethnicity? Tell us a little bit about where you grew up, how you grew up.
So I tell people all the time, I'm like Dominican, like this show, like because both of my parents are Dominican, so biologically, obviously. But I was born in Miami, and my mom got married with a Cuban when I was 9 months old. So I grew up like super Cuban in Sweetwater.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. So yeah.
And how was your like childhood, like your upbringing, being part of like in Miami, Cuban, Dominican?
A whole mix.
No, because we all share like a bit of our background and like our childhood and like our trials, tribulation, because that determines that's shaped you into who you are today.
I feel like I had that normal Hispanic, a little toxic.
The normal Hispanic, not normal.
Yeah.
Pet you, cook for you, bandage you up a little bit.
You know how your parents, they beat your ass after you get, in trouble, and then they be like, "Quiere que te dé un poquito de agua?"
We fix everything with food.
Yeah.
I grew up like that. Did that to me yesterday. I like confided her into something, and I was talking to her, and she's the first one. Your mom's your best friend. Most of the time, it's most like that. Time. And I was like, let me tell her first. I was talking to her, and she just hit me with boom, boom, boom. But what is this? Dun, dun, dun. And I'm not gonna lie, Hispanic women, moms, old school, they're more negative than they are positive. So they're gonna look at everything negative first, and then you think of the positive afterwards. So when she did that, and I was looking, I was like, I shouldn't have told you shit. Yeah. Like, I shouldn't have told you nothing. I should have kept it to myself and went to sleep.
Oh,
and then she called me this morning. Ay, mija, are you okay? How's your day doing? Have you ate today? Do you want me to cook for you? No, bitch, I want nothing. I want nothing from you.
I wanted that yesterday.
I wanted the love and the care for
Oh my
yesterday.
God, yeah, same. My mom is the same, literally. I'm always, like, I did nails for 13 years. And at first she was like, yeah, it's like a little tea party. That's not a real job. Da, 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 da. And I was like,
that's my profession.
Bro,
like you go
10
to
years
Miami and stuff.
10 years in deep. She was like, oh, you have time for me in your books? And I'm like, oh, get
no, this ain't a career.
That's weird. So, you know, now we're really good friends. We're very, you know, supportive of each other. We're like, I feel like me and my mom are very much alike. So that's why we bump heads so much. But
her mom's a whole vibe.
I mean, she's lit.
She's a whole vibe.
She's very lit.
Like she dressed up as Bad Bunny, didn't she?
Yes, we had
so
a
she
Bad
couldn't
Bunny.
go to the Bad Bunny concert.
Yeah.
So her mom dressed up as Bad Bunny and gave her a concert in her house.
That's what I'm talking about.
So what kills me is that all week she was like, I have to work. I can't go. And I'm like, hey, mommy, don't be like that. Just stop by for a little bit. She's like, I have to work, Melissa. I can't. I was like, fine. So, you know, we got everything ready. We made food, whatever. And I'm like, and I had like my little tripod set up and I'm like recording myself. And my mom walks in the door and she's like singing the song and I'm like, so yeah, it was super. It was nice.
Up
it
as
was
Bad
nice.
Bunny.
Yeah.
Her mom's a whole.
But she does it all the time for her birthday. I think she dressed up as like Karol G. She's
That's a good personality.
Yes.
So when's the invite for the next party? Because
Straight
I be telling you.
What's up? Y'all trying to throw her birthday party? Let's go.
Get the cameras on.
I'm ready to party.
Let's go this weekend. What's up?
I am so down. So what is your next step? Are you staying with more of your herbs and naturalness? Or you have something else in the works that you...
So I kind of do. That's why I didn't like bring you guys any product because I'm not, it's not like I'm rebranding. I'm just kind of getting a lot of more better stuff, I guess. I'm working on like new labels. I want to make sure that they're like waterproof and like, I don't know, I just want to like everything to be like super like perfect.
Sophisticated and nice.
Yeah.
And I have tried her other products, like her face wash is the minty one is amazing. You wash your face and you literally feel, you smell and you feel like the freshness of it. Ooh. And it's just, I love it. Yeah, I love it.
It's nice. Thank you.
And then like, what is the elderberry?
Like, elderberry, they're literally like dried just berries, and I make it with honey and ginger and cinnamon, and you just take a shot of it I try not to do things like every day or every morning. I try to like alternate a lot of things and different products just because your body gets used to it. So but it helps with your immune system not get sick so much, and it helps with allergies. It's also really good for your skin because there's a lot of antioxidants in it. So it's just, it's real.
Oh, I was watching this show. It was a movie on Netflix the other day. Oh my God, I wish I can. I was just, while you were talking about elderberry, I was thinking about it because that's what they said. I can't.
I know what you're going to say.
It's like the China lady.
You're watching beef?
Beef, that's it. If you haven't already watched this show on Netflix called Beef.
It's called Beef.
And
that's the first thing I said.
Yes.
I said, she want elderberries. She gonna die.
She was like, they were tripping. I was like, it's a crazy ass movie, but I mean, it's one thing after another, but it's freaking hilarious. And she's an entrepreneur. Yeah. Her husband's like the complete opposite, like very yoga-ish and shit. Yes. And it just keeps getting like crazy to the point that a whole half of Monday, I was just stuck after everything, watching when I got home from the podcast, finished it. I was even more mad that it was like only one main season. I think they're adding more. But they were in the middle of the wilderness and she's like, find something. We need something to survive. Get elderberry and whatever.
And literally as soon as she said that, the first thing I thought, I was like, oh my God, that's gonna kill her.
And he finds it and they're like munching and she takes it from him mean as fuck and she's grabbing it. Next thing you know, like 30 minutes in, they're tripping. Now he's throwing up. She's throwing up and they're seeing stuff and they're talking to each other in their own heads and like, can you hear me? And it's like, yeah, I can hear you, but I don't know if it's you or me talking to myself. I was spazzing watching this show. You have to watch it.
I'll watch it. It's funny because elderberries, you have to boil them. If you do not boil, and that's the thing with like herbs and stuff like that. If you don't know what you're doing, you can literally kill somebody.
Wow, that's what's scary though.
That is scary.
And they have so many benefits because I follow a lot of Dr. Sebi stuff on Facebook or Instagram, and Ivan Suarez is really big on health, and he's a barber, and he's big with skincare and how you take care of himself. He became a full pescatarian probably about 5 or 6 years ago, and he's Puerto Rican. So to us, that's like, I'm a little off about that. I'm like, man, we eat pork, chulet, everything.
If you don't eat pork.
Yeah, I'm like, you don't eat what?
You?
And little by little, he first was a vegan for about 6 years. Then he put in fish little by little, so he can have a little spice of everything. And he talks about all this healthy stuff, and I look at him like, I don't even know where to begin. And as much research as I've done and saved videos on TikTok, and I'm like, I'm gonna buy this and buy that. Okay. There's a science to this stuff, and people don't realize. And it's even 5 times more expensive than to go to McDonald's and give me a double cheeseburger.
It is.
And it's crazy how this is the way the government has set it up. Everything that our body does need, the nutrients that it needs, it's making it so hard to get that and to actually make it.
And why? Because it leads to obesity,
of course,
which leads to constant trips to
the doctors, like diabetes, high blood pressure, which then turns into you needing medication, which is a whole business on its own.
Yep. And then it just keeps you coming back for more, because then that one medication for your blood pressure messes up your lungs, and
that's what gets me on TV. It'd be like, yeah, this will take away this, and but side effect. I'm like, oh, they gonna die. Like, I'm gonna take this just to get rid of a high blood pressure.
But it's also when you think about it business wise, why would I sell you something that wouldn't break down? You wouldn't come to me as a customer anymore.
Yeah, but I feel like if you have the right intentions, like at one point they're gonna have to restock.
I feel like as a country, medication
should be number one.
Should be number one. Like our health should be number one.
Yes. But then we won't have any customers. That's their logic. I'm not.
Of course, that's their logic.
And it's retarded because it's a whole business plan.
It's the same thing as for like school, like student loans and like education is essential.
Government related, really, if you think about it.
It's so sad that that's the way it came down to. Money is the root of all evil, and that's the way it happens. Like we're literally killing each other left and right. Our kids are not getting the right education anymore.
They're eating trash.
Home. Yeah,
they're
horrible.
Getting sick. There's kids that are like 3-4 years old with diabetes, with cancer, and that is not normal. And then you see other countries, Dominican Republic, Cuba, which I'm not even talking about Cuba because that's a whole issue in itself. But
they have people living to 101, 103. Thank you. We're barely having people living at 85, 90s now in the United States.
Their kids don't have like weird ass diseases like they have here. I don't know. It's like it's
not only that. So my son-in-law is Jamaican, and his parents came to visit, and my son-in-law's father is 63. You can't tell this man is 63, and he has a farm in Jamaica, and like he grows all his stuff and sells it. That's how he makes a living. And his wife, like, they have all this energy and this strength, and I'm like 43 years old, and I'm like, they don't look their age, they don't act their age, and I'm like, what are we missing? What's the disconnect? And it's over there, you eat natural, you eat stuff
fresh,
without
preservatives. Yeah.
And damn chickens ain't the size of my whole 6.5 foot. Like that shit blows me. When I went to Thailand, the chicken wings and everything, they were small. So I would buy like 4 or 5 of them. But when I started looking at the fruits, the vegetables, it was so different. Even Puerto Rico, look the color of the fruits. Look at the bananas in Puerto Rico. They're like this small. And you come here and they're super big. They're green. They're already discoloring the moment you put them on your shelf at home. Like that's a problem to me. Even the meat. I went to Bravo the other day. It used to be called Bravo. It's not Bravo no more. I'm going to tell you right now, I stand on everything I say. Don't ever go there and buy meat again. My mom bought a brand new thing of chuleta. Open it. When I mean it smelled like old fish, that she gagged, and she was so pissed that she took the whole bag, and she asked, in that place is mostly all Hispanics. They barely speak English. So she went in there and spoke English first, like, where's your manager? And they're like, ¿qué? And she throws out the Spanish real quick, and they point out to a dude with a t-shirt and some jeans, and he's on the cell phone. She was already pissed off. Like, you're the manager and you're not even paying attention to people coming in or out, nothing. So when she brought it up to him, he opened the shoe, he looked at it and goes, okay, and gives her back the money. And he's like, that's not what I want. Okay. It's the point that you can be fucking poisoning people. And my ex-fiance used to work at Bravo. and he was the meat department. He straight up stopped working there because they would wipe off the labels on the dates and switch it. And they would make sure they would try to prolong their meat. And I have facts on that they still do that because of what just happened. And if they're not selling, they're just hitting it for a week or two. So these people are buying these meats. They're not smelling good, but off rip, Hispanics, we wash everything. So you don't really pay attention to it.
I pay attention to my meat.
I'm the same way. My mom taught me that you smell everything, you check it, you look at the consistency. Well, she made him open it. She's like, no, you're gonna smell it. My son's all embarrassed because he don't like competition. He's like, Grandma, let's just go. She's like, shut up, you don't talk. And she made him open it, and when he smelled it, it barely lifted within like here to here of the mic, and he went like this. He closed it up barely and threw it underneath the register on the floor and told her, that's it, I can't do nothing. She's like, what's your name? He's like, Diego. But Diego what? Diego what? And he would not give out the last name. And she was talking about going to the health actual, department. FDA, whatever the thing is called, for the food department. But this is the stuff that we're eating. We're not even noticing that we're consuming this stuff. And God knows what's happening in our stomachs. The maggots and everything growing out.
I just had a vision.
It made me not want to eat meat again. And I'll be honest with you, I'm Puerto Rican. I love chicken. But I'm not really, little by little as I got older, I don't eat as much chuleta pork unless I go to Puerto Rico. I don't eat a lot of beef. I just random. I probably eat chicken once in a blue, but I eat a lot of pasta. So now I know I can go vegan if I really wanted to. I said the cheese. I like cheese.
I'm not gonna lie. I went vegan for like a year and a half, and I was like all fun and games, and I was like, oh, this is okay, you know, I got used to it. It was great. And then they opened up that Korean barbecue. And
she's like, it's a wrap. I need
and
it.
my baby, well, the father of my kids is, you know, Asian. So we went, and girl, it was just, it's been downhill ever since. Like, yeah. I mean, well, I still eat meat, but I'm not even playing. Everybody's always like, Melissa, what do you mean you shop at Sprouts? You're a single mom of 2 kids. I'm like, I don't care. I do not care. My kids are not eating no Chef Boyardee. Are you crazy?
I love me some Chef Boyardee. There's some stuff that I know I'm not supposed to eat.
I can't do Chef
But I'm not gonna lie, you put it, it's different when you put it in the microwave, it don't taste the same, but you put that bitch on the stove with some salt and pepper, you know, this meatballs. Not right.
Well, when you
adobo, mix it up with some
it's just like
powder.
the Lipton like chicken noodle soup. Like I don't, or even the Roman noodles. I don't just boil the water and just no.
I ain't gonna lie. I eat it.
Yes, we really season it. Like when you grow up in the hood and you know,
gonna make it shit.
You gonna make
put some
whatever
butter
it is.
in
You're gonna
there.
make it taste good.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up eating Vienna sausages, Chef Boyardee, ramen
noodles. Vienna sausages.
I mean, arroz con spam.
I'm not gonna lie.
I could never do
yesterday.
spam. I could never.
I had spam and some eggs with a little bit of ham mixed.
I can't.
Yeah,
but now that I'm older and now that I'm, you know, more aware of the situation that's going on, in America, at Bravo.
I'm telling you, do not go there.
No, girl, I do not. I shop at Sprouts.
I've never heard of Sprouts. Ever.
The way that I see the people always say, I joke around and say, now I can afford to shop at Publix because I don't have young kids anymore.
Yeah, and I love me some Publix.
Yes. But the thing is, if you think about it, you're investing in your body.
Yeah.
You know, whatever you put in your body, then you're not going to be sick. So you don't need to pay co-payments and you don't have to go get this test done.
You don't have to call off work.
You don't have to call off work because you're sick, you know? So if people were to invest more into their health, first their mental health, and second their physical health, then we wouldn't have all these problems. But again, you have to make that conscious effort and you have to, you know, say, okay, so budget, this is going to be my budget. And it all comes down to being knowledgeable, you know, budget for your food, budget for this, because it is expensive.
It is. And I think what also helps a lot is having a balance, honestly. You have to have some type of balance. When I first started getting like super holistic and I was like super vegan, I was like, the kids can't eat dairy. The kids can't have goldfish. That's gonna give them cancer, Brian. Oh my God. I wouldn't even leave my kids with nobody. I'm like, You're gonna go where to McDonald's? I said, nah, baby, we're not doing that. I said, no, I prefer to stay home. It's okay. Don't even worry about it. Like, I would not. And I feel like that low key also like drives you to like, it drives you insane.
It is an obsession too much.
It is too much. You know what I mean? And then that's also hard on the kids because they're like, yo, like, can we just have a little bit of ice cream? Like, damn, shit. So, you know, you have to have some type of balance, you know, and then we also live in America at the end of the day. As much as we want to be, I should say me, as much as I want to be like super vegan and like, you know, live my super holistic lifestyle, like I also have a lot of shit going on, and I just
like everybody else.
And it is what it is. If we gotta go to Chick-fil-A one day, or like it is what it is. Like,
my whole thing is like, if you're gonna pick junk food, pick at least the best junk food, or the least, like Chick-fil-A.
I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, is that even really a thing?
I don't know. I think like Chick-fil-A is healthier.
I don't know. It's like I'm back and forth. There's some things that I know for sure like we shouldn't have. But there's a lot of things we can't control either. In schools, when people have birthday parties, they're going to do it. Baseball fields, say this is all we have. We're not supposed to have red Gatorades, orange Gatorade, the dyes and stuff. But that's what you're seeing, and that's what's available for people. So it's like we can't really fake the funk either and be like, oh, I'm too good for this, because I'll still go in the store and see some shit that I saw back in the hood when I was younger. Lily and like, I'm like, hey, I want that. I remember having it. Yes, like
tasty cakes.
Yo, it's a lot of shit that brings back my childhood. Twinkies. That I'm like,
but that's the thing, I feel like in moderation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'll tell you right now, people come to my house and they're like, you got a snack, and I'm like, you want a banana? Do you want me to make you like a little Sima's yogurt parfait?
She's like a little greenery on top
I don't know. I have like vegan gummy bears. I don't know. I can whip you up some like vegan ramen real quick.
Well, it seems like you might have to give me a little bit of balance in my life too.
It's hard. It didn't just start off that way. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I went full throttle, and then I literally lost my shit because I'm like, this is too much. Like, so then I started incorporating more me, and then it's okay if we go to a mom and pop restaurant. It's okay if the kids eat fucking steak and shake one day out of the month. Like they're not gonna die. You know what I mean? It's just at my house, we're not doing that. That's just if you want to go to your grandma's house and eat your little whatever, little Debbie cakes, your little zebra cakes, I don't care. But I'm not about to buy junk food at my house.
There's a lot of small businesses out here, like in the farmers market right behind my salon. Every Saturday, they have people selling vegetables, fruits, and they're homegrown here in Immokalee or in north side of Fort Myers, where you have. They call Suncoast, but it really isn't. Like there's a lot of land that they make their own strawberries and oranges.
There's also like a monthly club thing, because I did it for like a couple of months, where you just pay, I forget how much it is, for like a crate, and they tell you what's on their menu, and you don't get to pick. You just get a crate full of fruits and vegetables.
But that's nice, because you also get to like cook with different stuff. And I hated cooking growing up. I hate cooking. My grandma used to be like, bang, bang, you can help me. And I'm like, just let me know when the beans are done. Let me know when it's ready. Like but now, like, and that's the thing, like I know that I'm also a very strong believer. If I'm gonna do something, then I feel like it's a good example for my kids. So I'm not gonna consume things that I wouldn't give my kids.
Yes.
So I try to incorporate them, and I know that if it's good for me, it's gonna be good for them. So I'm like, no, I have to cook for them. I'm not about to go, so.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Okay.
That could probably help with your business, and I brought this up to politicians, because they always like, hey, I need you to vote and this and that and the third. But how many times has anybody here been at City Hall?
Never. Unless I was on probation, I had to go that way.
Right.
I swear to God, that's really before. That's the only time I ever went downtown. I try to go there at all, no more.
Right.
It's too much memories.
So if you want us to vote, put them in the spaces where we know.
Exactly.
So something to add on to your business is like, we have all these healthy spaces. I would love to shop the way you would, but I don't know where to go. I know where McDonald's at. I know where Wendy's at. I know where a lot of these other places. So where do you go shop? So then we can, have the knowledge of like, all right, if she's going there, because they just like this, get some sea moss. Where did you get it from?
Well, shit, even that. If you go to Publix and Walmart and stuff, they have your vegan aisles. You have your greens. I just made homemade.
I know goodwill. She don't just shop Publix.
I do. I shop at Publix and I shop at Sprouts. And the reason why is because
you know some hidden spots,
I want to be a Trader Joe's and Whole Foods, body so bad.
It's too expensive.
But it's too expensive and it's too far. I'm not about to go to Fort Myers. I live in the Cape. Like I hate driving.
Anytime I gotta cross that bridge. I don't want to cause any triggers to my friend Enya here.
I said we love you if we do. I love you. Cold-heartedly.
Whenever I have to go to Fort Myers, I stack up things. Okay, so if I'm gonna go to Fort Myers this day, I'm gonna do this, and that, because that trip over that bridge, it'd be a lot.
It'd be a mission. That's why I appreciate my clients that come from Lehigh and Estero, Naples, because even me going to get products when they rent out in Cape, I'm just like, I gotta do what? And I gotta sit there. I gotta leave an hour early, and I'm in traffic for another hour and a half. Oh no! And I'm stressed and calling my client at 3, and I already left at 12, and I'm still not back on this side. But even if you go, like I said, there's still things that we don't know what is what. When I went to make my baked ziti, I wanted to make homemade baked ziti. I had this whole fetish. I was like, I want to make the cheese from scratch, and this is how ignorant I am, and I'll be very honest. I didn't know what the hell oregano and parsley was. I've never physically seen, but there's more people like me. But at the same time, just like those are like the actual leaves, the dry leaves. So I'm looking on this thing that have screenshot. I'm looking at Publix, and I'm looking at these greens. I'm like, what the fuck? They all look the same. They're just one bigger, one skinnier.
She could just show somebody that worked there.
The what?
I think you could just show somebody that worked there.
I should have. But
you're like, Mom. You be like, Melissa, I'm at Target. Do you know where the CDs are? And I'm like, no. Ask the people that work there.
Walking around, I won't dare. I'm like, no, I ain't gonna ask them. I'm gonna figure this out. So I went through every little thing, and finally I got everything. But then it is like, like there's vegetables and fruits that I still don't even know. And I'm looking at this weird ass thing, and it has like little pink things popping out, and it's tan. I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm not paying $8 for that.
Okay,
but I
got you. Follow me on TikTok. Next time you want to do something Italianish, there's what's that called? It's right here on Cape Parkway.
What?
Oh my God, this is horrible. Now I don't even know the name. It's very Italian.
They used to have one here on this side of Cape, but they took it down.
Paisanos, something like that.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, Michael talks about it because he's real Italian.
So I bought a homemade pizza maker machine.
Ooh.
And I can make all kinds of pasta.
See, I'm good with pizza.
Did I say pizza? I mean pasta.
Okay, I'm like, I'm good with pasta. I can make dough and all.
Pasta machine is Emerald Lagasse homemade pasta, and you can make baked ziti, you can make lasagna sheets, you can make linguine, you can make regular spaghetti. And the thing is that it tastes so different. Homemade pasta compared to store bought. Like the first time I made it,
all the
yes, my husband was like, "This is amazing. The texture is different. It's a little chewier, but it's so good. Like you can make like pesto pasta. Like there's so many different recipes that you can make, and it's done like quick."
See, I love me some pasta. I'm Puerto Rican, but I really was supposed to be Italian or Mexican because I love me some refried beans and tacos and flour tortillas. I love pasta. Oh my God, I just saw this thing on TikTok. They had this big thing with cheese.
Have you ever tried the TikTok pasta, like with the feta cheese and the tomatoes?
Yes.
So good.
Oh no.
And it's so easy.
I don't eat feta cheese. I don't eat blue cheese either.
Oh.
Yeah.
Awkward.
Yeah. I'm very picky. Like I'm just starting to get out there with little things. I like meat Parmesan. Mexican mixed cheese.
She's saying Mexican mixed cheese. I can't.
The yellow and the white cheese. I don't like the cheese with the holes in it. It tastes too old to me.
That really
like
sharp.
Swiss, yeah, I don't like that. The one with the holes in it. I can't be the only one. I swear to God, I can't be the only one.
I also don't like really sharp cheeses like that. I'm not a big fan.
I love sharp.
I like
cheese.
sharp cheddar cheese.
Nah.
Now that's my shit. I'll eat it with a block of some like guava. Where it's so.
You are so Puerto Rican.
Yeah, very Puerto Rican. The cheese with the guava,
cheese, and a little bit of pineapples. My grandma put me onto that. Now that is like the perfect mixture. Perfect.
Just a knife and outside.
She said, "I got a little bit of fruit in. It's fine."
That's it. That's my healthy snack. To me, that's my healthy snack.
I got pineapple, Melissa. It's good. Don't worry about it.
And I got organic guava.
Okay, girl.
Don't play with me. You better be happy I put a little bit of sugar on that shit.
My mom's neighbor has an has a guava tree. I don't know if it's organic or not. That was OD. And she made guava paste or whatever. I was just eating it like in the jar. It was so good.
Even the fruit just smells good. It's amazing.
No, I never used to like guava at all. And then I got older. And then I was like, okay.
Taste buds definitely changed.
Got it.
I just started eating broccoli. I don't know why that little tree
is
there, but it was actually really good. I like it in pasta. It's really good. But it's no benefits for us.
She said, I don't know why that little tree was there.
That's a little good though.
It was good though. And the chicken Alfredo at Olive Garden was fire.
Oh my God.
And I just started trying asparagus with like some Parmesan.
Look at you venturing out.
Yeah, girl, green peppers.
White man don't put you.
Get you a white man. I'm telling you, try everything.
Oh my God.
I stopped at bean casseroles and stuff. I still don't get this casserole shit, bro. I don't get it.
But at least you're eating more greens.
I'm trying. My son, oh no. It's like if you're throwing poison at him. And I know it's my fault because growing up, I never ate vegetables.
Yes.
The most I'll eat is carrots and ranch, and I would suck the shit out of that ranch. And after I was
so
done,
you were eating ranch with carrots.
Yeah. And my son's identical, and it bothers me now that I'm older. I'm trying.
You know how to fix that? Mix it in.
That's what I've been doing. Oh no!
Like you make some lasagna, put some carrots in there.
See, with my baked ziti, he didn't notice I put real tomatoes in it. I don't even eat tomatoes, but I'm like, you know what? You ain't gonna taste it, so I started cutting it up real small for myself. Even onions, because I don't eat onions, but I put it in my baked ziti because that's what the damn thing said to put me in there. Yeah, the recipe.
You know, you can not put that.
You know, you can just blend. No, you can blend it also.
Well, I put onion powder too, but I felt like there was a reason for it.
Yeah,
and I'm not gonna lie, I made 2 big pans. You didn't check out my Facebook. I made 2 big pans. Girl, I was very proud of myself. And it was nothing left for me the next day. We all know pasta and Chinese food is better the next day.
Yes.
When I woke up the next morning and it was not one, and I made 2 big ass pans.
Nice.
The first person I called, my brother. Yo, what's up? What time you came here last night? How much you ate? It was like a half a pan, a plate of pasta still of ziti. But even with my son, with even rice, I've tried to get like that vegetable mixed rice. He will not fuck with it.
So you know,
out the carrots.
You know that brown rice is actually worse than regular rice.
Probably.
It is.
I honestly wouldn't eat brown rice. I always saw on TV that's where they fed the models. So off rip, I was like, they ain't got no flavor. I need stuff with flavor.
I cannot with you.
I wanted to ask you guys something because I had like a senior citizen moment.
Stop it. Girl, you are like you're in your 60s or something.
I feel like I'm in my 60s.
Oh my God.
Well, not physically, like, you know, so life-wise, you know, I started having kids at 15. I've been, you know, hella responsible. I've been sold a couple of houses.
So
like
now it's time to party. It's time to turn up now.
I'm trying to.
Better twerk that ass.
Well, this is the thing now. I can't keep up with the freaking lingo, and I can't keep up with y'all youngins because Saturday, was it Saturday? Saturday, I went to my son and his wife did a baseball tournament and they were selling food to raise money for their girls' softball team. So I went, I thought I was just gonna go help watch the kids, but I was cooking. I was like, you know, my daughter-in-law was like on the grill. She was selling breakfast sandwiches. She made congri. She's Cuban.
Yeah.
She made congri. She made barbecue pulled pork.
See, here we go again. My stomach's starting to
barbecue pulled chicken. Anyways, long story short, I was there for all day, like helping her out. And then after that, I went to my friend Monica's house. She had like a little Mexican theme girls party. And then after, I went to a salsa social. I was out. I left my house like at 7 o'clock in the morning. I didn't come back till like 1:30 in the morning.
Ooh,
that's what I'm talking about.
So, you know, my daughter-in-law, she texted me. She's like, "Oh, thank you for your help." Da, 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 da. And I was like, you know, next time, let me know with more time because you know I'd be outside. Mm-hmm. And she replied, she's like, "Do you know what outside means?" I was like, "Yeah, hanging out." She's like, "No."
That's what I feel like outside, man.
So that's why I need you guys to correct me because she told me.
I couldn't find that in your pantry.
Look at
I was not talking to you.
See, that's why I don't mess with Siri no more. She be nosy.
She told me that being outside means like just out.
So you
I'm gonna use it out popping pussy, and I was like, that's definitely not what I was doing.
That's when outside, or she outside?
I was like, I feel like I'm outside because I'm out of my house, just hanging out, having a good time. So, what is the meaning of being outside?
I'm old too. That's what I thought it was too.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's different.
Well, see, when
you gotta also realize our generation has many different contexts of the same word.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I can say bitch. Or I can say bitch. Or bitch.
All right, bitch.
And you can take it either way.
3 different things.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't know. When I used to mean like I was outside, like in a way, I'm like I'm outside hanging and banging. It's very blunt. I'm hanging and banging. Like I'm really in there. But to be outside, I'm outside. I'm chilling today.
Yeah,
catch me outside. If not, when I'm inside, bitch, I'm in my robe. Like inside Netflix and chilling.
Yeah,
I feel you.
All right. So I just want, because I didn't, you know, she made me feel like I was old. Like I didn't know what I was talking about. And I'm like, wait.
I'm trying to keep up with y'all.
Yes.
It did get started when the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
So then we had to know I'm outside.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I feel like slang has changed so much though, because up north there was wavy. Like wavy is like I'm fresh as hell, I'm dope. Stylish. Yeah. Now here you have dope. You have I'm fly. I look good. Like whatever you want to. I just found out what yeet means. My stepson walk around, yeet. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, what is that?
I guess like if you like, I don't even know the fucking definition. They're like, yeet, or throwing something.
Right. Another context. Y'all got. I'm gonna say this not just to her. Look. I'm gonna say this to all of y'all. Y'all gotta play a little bit of video games, just a little bit.
For what? Stuff.
Because when somebody gets you, like somebody shoot you in the back, yeet.
Okay, see? But then I just watched on TikTok with this tornado that went by and the little kid was complaining. She's like, this is the worst tornado. And you're seeing the mom videotape with the girls in the back. It's the worst tornado and it took my trampoline and yeeted it. And all you hear is like she's like crying. I'm like, well, it gotta be me.
It's gone.
Like that.
It got okay. It's out of here.
Got it. Okay. I think
like, where does that term even come from? That's
where does any of these terms come from?
They just come in and then I hear them on the headset. I'm like, oh, that's what it. Okay, bet.
I know I was too old when I went to Celsius and I didn't understand half of these words that they were talking about in the music. And I'm just saying like
I can't. I'm sorry.
I was like, let me just have a drink and let me sit back and people watch. I feel like I'm in Walmart.
That's why. So I'm very glad. I'm very Latina. Like I love my salsa, my merengue, my bachata. I just love it, right? But I'm also old enough to love old school hip hop, R&B. So I'm very glad that we have promoters now like Blended Culture that's doing, DJ Smash and DJ Shorty that's doing slow down during the day.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, if that's not for me, I don't know what it is. But I feel like they made it especially for me. But anyways, and not only that, but DJ JC, he has a residency at the Sydney and Barnes every first Thursday of the month. Latin party from 8 to 11.
I've heard that. And I never can make it. I work here Thursday and Friday.
It is so much fun. And the music is amazing. He's also the first DJ that has done a Latin party New Year's Eve in downtown Fort Myers.
Dope.
For the ball drop. And he's Dominican. Love it. Anyways, yes, we should all go. Not next month. Let's do June because next month I'm not gonna be here.
Like, no, he's planning with adults. You gotta give me like a month in advance. Now.
That's what I'm saying. See, that's what happens when you're an adult and you have responsibilities. You have to plan shit in advance. So let's plan for June.
I'm so
first Thursday in June. But no, like I'm so glad that here in Southwest Florida now they're doing more Latin stuff, more stuff that's not necessarily club because not everybody likes the club scene.
Yeah,
I feel that because this weekend I went to a brunch thinking it was going to kind of be like the slow down event, and it was at Fuego, so it was a Dominican club, and I had a very different idea of what it was going to be like, really like how slow down is. Whereas daytime, you had the buffet style food, unlimited mimosas, and I paid like $40 to get in. When I got there, I literally had to use my phone to look at the food. And it was so dark. It was legit a club. Was a Sunday club during the day, and it was
a matinee.
I didn't like it.
That's what we used to call the matinee back in the days.
Yeah. I didn't like it.
You would go on a Sunday during the day. They would play music, sell food, but it's still dark because there's no windows. It's a club.
Yeah, it was definitely too dark for me. I was like, damn, I could put candlelights or something. I probably spent there 10 minutes. I ate a little bit of the food that I guess I liked, and I left. I spent $40 and went back downtown Fort Myers and hung out with the girls afterwards. And I wish they did more things that were more open to our age group. Now I feel like I'm older, call it what you want, but if I want to be at a club, I'm gonna be at a club at a certain time.
Yes.
And I think it's like starting to come up a little bit because a lot of people are moving out here. A lot of people from Miami are moving out here. I just think it's more of like a smaller town, because I mean, like you said, I've been to a couple like brunches or whatever that are like in the club like during the day, but it's dark as hell.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It's just like I feel like it's not this type of environment,
Yeah. Not for out here.
But I think it's growing. It's starting.
It is,
there's more people moving here, so the more
they need to stop.
I wish they would stop moving here, but
at
the same time as an entrepreneur, it's good for businesses.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, I hate the traffic and all that, but it is what it is. But on that note, Miss Enya Phoenix, would you like to introduce? We're going to do a segment, and this was your idea. Tell us how this came about.
So this idea came about because men are men. I'm sorry.
So what's the name of this segment that we're about to have?
So I really don't have a name yet. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to discuss it. And then if you have an idea of what we should name it, comment. And then we'll have a little competition.
All right. And
to see what
I got a name already for it.
All right. Well, what's the name you want?
I would say Thirst Traps.
Thirst Traps. Ooh, we went from purple to red. Okay. Ooh, red is my favorite.
I feel like men are really thirsty sometimes. They're super dehydrated. With the stuff that comes out.
Before we start, can I say this thing? So I don't have that issue that y'all have, right? And I'm so glad that I have a high self-esteem, because anybody else would be like, wait a minute, that really happens? Like, that never happens to me. And then I was talking about that with somebody, and they brought it to my attention, and they're like, well, maybe men just don't know that you're just not with the shits. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well,
I'm with the shits.
I got devil's advocate over here, but y'all go ahead.
All right.
I'm with the shits.
All right, let's see.
So, I mean, but hold on. Let's backtrack. This inbox did not start flooding until my weight loss. I will say that.
Okay.
So be that it
That's
may.
a good little vamp, though.
Yeah, but be that it may. So I was what we call the lab during the weekends, working, creating, coming up with new ideas, which actually, you know what? We got
perfect time.
We got hats for Parlor Talk.
Oh,
everybody has a hat.
And she also made,
which I love.
What are these?
You got handmade coasters, personalized, and then you have car fresheners.
Ooh.
And they smell so good.
With the
Oh,
logo.
yes. It does smell very good. All right. Miss Talented, okay.
Jack of all trades.
Logos.
So this is what she was really doing. She was working. All right.
Working.
All right.
Plus, I have my mom in the lab with me working too, teaching her some stuff. And I get a DM. Now, this one has been in my DMs before, knows, because I've told him that I'm in a relationship, and he's still pursuing, which I think I should take that as a compliment that you're still trying to pursue, I guess. So at 8:05 p.m., I get
He's being very specific.
a DM that says, "Can I eat your ass?"
Oh, okay.
There was no chill. Like, no chill. No, like
no introduction. Like, hi, how are you?
Now,
Like, there's
mind
no.
you, he's been in the DMs before, so I guess he feels like he's comfortable enough to send it.
He feel like he know you now.
Okay.
I was like, okay.
All right.
So, like, I didn't know what to respond. So then I was like, you know what? Like, I have my mom here. And I was like, I shouldn't be with the shenanigans. Everybody knows I like shenanigans.
But today I have time.
So I was like, nah, my dude does it.
So that was your reply?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he responds, oh, yeah? You like it? That's hot. Can I see?
Oh, so he likes threesomes.
Oh, boy.
No. He likes cuckolding.
No, he wants to
what?
see.
Cuckolding. Remember
we
talked
about the word of the day last week was
cuckolding. Is you like to see it, but
when you watch your girl having sex with somebody else.
To watch.
That's such a waste of time.
Cockholding.
Cockholding.
I can't.
Like saying the F word, like fuck.
Yeah.
But it would see.
Okay.
Cuckolding.
Oh, okay.
Cuck.
Okay. See.
So I guess he wanted to watch.
So what was your response after that?
So I didn't respond because I'm working. I was just like,
So do you get a lot of DMs like that?
I do. So then an hour later, I haven't sent back anything. I get, you're sexy.
Oh.
How annoying.
I feel like people should get it after a while. Like,
They don't.
And they just keep on. But at that point, it's like, kind of kudos to you because you're still here.
I don't
like,
find that cute, though.
It's not cute. But to certain people, like, it could be entertaining because I do see a lot of on Facebook and a lot of women will entertain it and screenshot it. And, like, if that's your move
Depending on
shit,
if they look good.
Yeah, they'll do it and they'll have fun with it. And I'm not going to lie, sometimes I find it really freaking funny with certain responses that go on. I'm like, yo, they're really going back and forth. Like, this is a full-blown conversation. But it gets to the point that if you know them personally, that it becomes disrespectful.
That's weird. It's disrespectful.
Because that happened to me actually from a well-known wannabe realtor here in this industry, and I actually had him as a couple times before he came out of pocket with his shit to help me with different events. And I found out I wasn't the only one he was doing this shit to. And one day I come and I got a full-blown, like, you know them plates from Mr. Crab and shit? Like, them things are like expensive. They're not cheap. Yep. Mind you, if you really know me, you know I don't do seafood. No. I love snow crab legs, but I don't do blue crabs. I don't even do sausages or nothing. But he spent like $60. Sent it here. Woo. Didn't pay attention. I looked at him and I said, hey, well, we got free seafood for y'all. Because I don't eat it, but I want the corn. Leave the corn there. And then the corn. Okay, girl. And then a couple days later, I got like this edible arrangement shit. And I thought it was mad cute. Mind you, I just started dating my white boy. So I texted him, baby, this is so cute. No, and I screenshot it. And he was like, yo, whoever did that, I really got to step up my game. Like, that's so cool. And he put ... but it's cute though. And I was like, well, I'll save with some strawberries. You
can eat it off me.
At least he was cool about it.
Yeah, at least he was like chill. Like, my man's not jealous at all. Like, he honestly, he was like, whatever, they want to do for all of us. And he started texting me, and that's how I found out who it was. He's like, did you like so-and-so? And I was like, look, I want to just be very blunt with you. I got a man. I'm talking to him. We're in a talking stage. I want to give him enough respect to give him that. Like, I don't like to date. I don't like doing all that
different guys at the same time.
Honestly, it's really freaking hard. I don't know how men do it. Give it up to y'all because I was even asking a dude how his kids were, and he didn't even have kids when I was really dating. So I was like fucking up my whole life. But he texted me after that. And he was like, oh, that's fine. I completely understand. I respect it. I thought that was dead conversation. Not even an hour or two later. Well, if he can't hold you like a football like I can and run you down, then maybe I still have a chance with you.
You use a football?
Football. Because I guess he used to be a football player in high school, and he's like 6 foot something. And everybody knows I like tall men. My man's tall too. But that was like out of pocket for me. Yeah. So at that point,
at that point you already told him.
I already told you. Now you're being real disrespectful, and they just kept on. And the messages that he was having full blown conversations by himself. Literally. And I was like, look, you getting out of pocket. Like, I don't know who the hell you think you are and why you feel so comfortable with me. Because at the end of the day, we only done business, so you really don't know Keisha. You know Shhmoney. And then he was like, no, I'm sorry. A couple days later, another thing through text. I finally had to block his ass. Wow. And I don't do no business with him no more. And I found out from other people that he was doing the same thing. Like, he videotaped my homegirl bending down while they did a podcast, and he zoomed in on her ass and then sent it to her a couple days later.
After off camera, I think I know who you're talking about.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I think I know who you know.
You probably do. A lot of people do.
I think you know who you're talking about.
Crazy.
So, how about you, Melissa? Did you get crazy DMs? You're single, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Single and looking, or single and happy being single?
Yeah, actually, I am really happy being single. I mean, I do get DMs and stuff like that, but nothing like, nothing crazy like that.
I want to eat your ass type of thing. Like,
Well, first of all, my ass ain't even big enough. That's the one Dominican thing I did not get. Hold up. That's why nobody's DMing me with that shit. Girl, stop it. Just stop it. It is. It look good.
Half of my ass is loose skin.
Hey, he loved it though. He wanted to slip it up.
I don't be getting stuff. Like, I think the other day I wore a red lipstick, so I posted a picture, red lipstick kind of day, and somebody. Now I did open all my social media was private at one point, but now that with my nonprofit and now that I'm trying to do more stuff, I made it public. So I don't even know who it was, but somebody was like sexy. But that's the extent of
I don't mind. Like, I get a lot of stuff like that too, but
never to the extent that I want you to sit on my face.
Never. But I've never had no a man be like, hey, or like, I've never had that.
I come off very rude. Like, I don't entertain it. Even when I was single, if they would say something out of pocket and I felt like it was a little disrespectful, and if I allowed it, they would continue, I would snap real quick, like off rip, like, bitch, don't text me. Yeah. Like, don't hit me up, don't do nothing. Oh my God. Now with me being publicized in a relationship, which I haven't been in years, I don't get, nobody messes with me. I don't know, my man got like the demeanor or what.
The fuck
they really don't, and I love it. And I was really against putting a relationship on social media. I'm like, you know what, you got females that are hating for no reason, you got men that are hating for no reason and want your spot, so they're always going to condone something, because you'll never hear of nothing when you're separate. But the moment y'all become very public, there's stories popping out the woodworks from everybody. So I was very against it. I waited for almost 6-7 months before I even posted the man, and that was after he asked me to be his lady after we dated for so long. And now I don't get none of that. I'm getting none of that. Except for me slapping my ass in a slow down event.
No, that was just something.
Other than that's probably the most crazy action I've had in 3 years.
I get it often, and I don't know if it's just because I look sweet and innocent on my pictures. So it's just like, I mean, there's times where I don't entertain it and I'll shut it down right then, and then there's just days that.
And when you say entertain it, you mean like you just when you entertain it, it's not that you entertain it that you give them the time of day. You just
I'm with the shenanigans.
Yeah, you're just like messing around with them.
I'm with the shit.
Now I see how, as a man, how do you feel about that?
He's with the shit for me.
Yeah, I'm in the box of like Nakisha man is like, you're not gonna get rid of it. It's not gonna go anywhere. So I'm comfortable with it because it's just a daily occurrence that happens. And
that is your business. Like, you do social media, so you know that it doesn't mean that she's gonna be unfaithful or anything like that. It's just that guys just do that on a regular basis.
Well, also she's a new personality. You've been married. She's like, you've been in the game for like 10 years?
Yeah.
So people know something about you. They're less likely to try you. She just needs to get at least a year in the game.
Yeah, and get a little respect behind your name on top of that. That you're not just some random coming in here and doing some weird shit.
Okay.
But I think there's just always going to be those types, no matter if they're old, because I get some more older weirdos than I do my age.
Oh, you know what I have gotten, though? The weirdo, crazy, probably fake pages talk about, do you want to be my
sugar baby?
Sugar baby.
That's spam.
Yeah, that's spam. Like that. And those I have like,
you know what I really
blocked
also like kind of don't like. I don't really know. Like, it feels like it's condescending. Like, I went to Miami this weekend and this guy was like in my DMs like, "Ooh, hey Miami star," and I'm like, I'm sorry, what? What did you say to me? Like, it's like, ew. What? Do you talk to everybody like that?
Straight up, it's a turn off.
Like, be your normal self.
Yeah, like, are you in the 3rd grade talking to people like that? Like, ew.
I don't know. It's like, where did these men, while we're wrapping it up, finishing off with this thing, like, taking in, like, old school chivalry is not dead.
It's not. Absolutely not.
Social media is a big platform now, so we're not having dating. People are not going to the bars no more, really get to know each other, meeting with friends and meet whatever. But just go out your way and be like, hey, you look beautiful today.
Yes.
I would love to introduce myself, maybe take you out to dinner one day, and I will guarantee you'll probably get another response, even if they're taken.
And that is Keisha putting you men on game, because let me tell you something. I don't care how young, old, in between a female is. A female will always appreciate a man that's respectful.
Yes. So take that little side note today when we're in the Parlor Talk. Be respectful. Don't be shiesty in that's weirdo shit.
And don't be a freak. Like, I mean, save the freak for like in the bedroom. Thank you very much. On that note, we're going to close our Parlor Talk today. Thank you so much, Melissa, for coming. And can you tell everybody like your social media tags?
Yes, my Instagram is @by_Meli_Graciela. Should I like spell it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, it's BYMELIGRACIELA. Like, she's like, wow, that's long.
And she's on TikTok and all that good stuff.
Yes,
Instagram,
I'm on
Facebook.
TikTok, on Facebook. Well, no, I'm not on Facebook.
No?
No.
So just Instagram and TikTok?
Yeah, just Instagram and TikTok. Yeah.
Right.
Thank you guys for having me.
Well,
Yeah,
thank you so much for coming.
you.
Guys, we want you to like, share, subscribe, and comment. You know, we're going to pick a name for our segment. This is going to be an unregular thing since she regularly gets DMs. And we will be exposing those DMs and showing you guys pictures of it. We're not going to expose people's handles because, you know, we're going to try to...
We'll be respectful.
We'll be respectful even though they're not. We're going to teach you how to treat people.
Amen.
You know? So come back and see us next week. Please. Thank you. My name is Dee Dominguez and we're out.
Bye.
And this is your girl, Enya Phoenix. Catch me on all social media platforms. Also, we are going to be selling hats, shirts, socks, pants, underwear. If you want underwear, we'll do it. Car fresheners, cups, you name it, we got it. So hit up EX3 for all your merchandising needs.
Pop in. And I'm Shhmoney Curl, and if you don't know already, I'm opening up my second business. It is The Plug Barbershop Supply. April 30th, last Sunday of the month from 3 to 7. If you are a local entrepreneur here and you want to be a vendor for a spot, I am trying to fill up the whole downtown Cape. I'm trying to shut this bitch down.
We're going to have a block party.
Yeah, so we're going to have vendors when it comes to food. We're already secured from Puerto Rican food to Mexican to barbecue. But we are looking for any type of vendors to sell candles, body weights, beads, t-shirts, tote bags, whatever you want to sell as an artist. Come through, inbox me, let me know. There is a vendor's fee, but everything else you make is yours. And this is a platform that you don't want to miss out on, because everybody will be here that Sunday.
That part.
Period. So you already know, it's your girl Shhmoney. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Have a good night.
That was a good show.
Yay, that was nice.
You were so natural. You were able to get nervous.